It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Herbert, quick pass out wide, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, such a great week 1 matchup here, the Dolphins and Chargers. And fairly or unfairly, these two QBs are going to be measured against one another probably for the rest of their careers. Remember, Tua was the number 5 overall pick in 2020. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Herbert now. Keeps himself upright, escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Couple of Alabama guys there. 2 at a waddle for the Miami first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The 2 is going to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
In motion, Hill. Tua, a final shot before half. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr., and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 4. Play action. Now it's Tua. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. And this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Here's Herbert. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers.
There he goes left side. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Here's Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2nd and 7. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Out of the gun, Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joey Bosa in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. From the gun, it's Tua. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly the first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete.
2nd and 6.
Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Herbert throwing again.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing one. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field, you name it. And when it all comes together and results in a victory, everyone feels pretty good about that.
Well, the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed in this one for them. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Miami, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.